Barbados Ninja Throwdown 2019, the 4th edition. For more of the action, let's get back out on the course. Orlando McFarlane is the next one up. He's been only training for 2 weeks. So clearly it's something that he saw on television, because the Ninja Throwdown has been getting a lot of coverage on local television. And that inspired some people to come out and say, well, let me give it a shot. And some of those who are doing it for the very first time have actually done very well.
Yeah, and that's a good point. This competition is open for anyone, so next year, if you're watching this and you want to come, throw down, you might be the next champion, and you don't even know it yet.
And take note of the fact that you can practice, because there's a practice facility right here on location. So you can go through the different disciplines and you can be taught exactly how to approach it. And even with your own research, you can go a bit further and determine, well, what is the best approach. But one of the good things is, once you can find comrades who are also involved in the discipline, they will share the information with you and you can just go for it by leaps and bounds.
The transition.
Yes, and now we're seeing him down onto the drop. Pivotal moment in this course, and he catches it. Amazing job for someone who has just started training. Again, we see rookies coming out and absolutely crushing the course. That is something to be proud of.
Focus on the line, get on the line. Over, no problem.
Beautifully done, opting for the quick dismount on the pipe slider, using the momentum from the block. And yes, you can use that log from the next obstacle to stop your momentum. That is perfectly fine. All right, easily through that, almost like he's dancing through that obstacle. Beautiful rhythm there. Quickly makes work onto the pegboard. Clearly wants some backing from the crowd. But man, is he looking strong. He must have some background. Lock-offs like that just don't happen. Making this pegboard look easy.
All over now. Let's call that a refocus.
The arms here will tire, and the longer that you hang yourself up, the more strain you're putting on the arms. And just as I say that, unfortunately, he slips and he's to the ground. But nevertheless, an impressive run.
How do you feel generally about the course and how you've been able to do?
Well, I'm extremely happy with where we got, because last year I just fell at my second obstacle, so I'm very impressed with myself.
Bit of the history of our next competitor, Friedrich Meepak of Germany. He started his involvement in Ninja Throwdown back in 2017. Got involved with the Ninja Warrior in his home country of Germany. He's also traveled to Switzerland, and he's been continuously training in preparation for what would be another outing, Barbados.
Off to a quick start, maybe too quick, as he needs to take an extra swing on the rope, but that's no worries. Easily dismounted the obstacle and onto the balance log now. Again, straddling that pivot, staying composed, nice. Using that transition when the logs come in a corner like that is pretty stable to rest on both. And that was what saved him there.
He used lots of skill to make it through to the St. Lawrence Gap jumping bars.
All right, now he's on the St. Lawrence Gap jumping bars. Let's see, opting for the one hand, using that long wingspan, making it away across the obstacles quite easily here. Now that was smart, taking an extra swing for the dismount, and ending it with a floss. You gotta love it when they bring their own flavor of dance to the course.
Leaps into the Garrison Spider Wall.
Easily made it through. Playing to the crowd. All right, he's definitely loving this moment. Chalking up, getting ready to tackle what appears to be a very daunting obstacle for most athletes in this competition.
Friedrich is one of 3 that are competing and representing Germany. The others being Rustem Casso and Jan Vezi. So he's setting the precedent for his German colleagues, and so far, so good.
Again with the commentator's curse, just as we were boasting him up, slip off the chucks, but again, can't be blamed on us. That is a very difficult move. Those who are capturing it, and clearly not phased, exiting the pool with a floss.
As we get ready for our next competitor.
Quite lovely to see the energy high still.
You didn't make it all the way, but how do you feel generally about your run?
I'm coming back next year. Oh, that was good. It was good fun. I did that in training. I missed it in training. I have to work on that drop. Coming back next year and rocking the course.
Another Barbadian. This is Bromel Griffith. Still, only 3 have completed so far, and all 3 hail from overseas. Bromel, wiping the soles of his shoes. We had some earlier rain, and that made for some wet conditions. But to overcome it, towels have been put out on the course, allowing for the contestants to dry their feet, dry their hands, and yes, there are the chalk pails as well, where they can get that powder onto their hands that will give them that additional drip. So, Bromel Griffith, off to a quiet but confident start.
A little bit of a slip up there, but clearly just an oversight. Already thinking of the next obstacle. That is fine. Looking confident, going. What a new technique, actually. One then the other, matching. It's a quick one though. It's a good technique, clearly working for him. And oh, is he okay? Oh, you hate to see that. Unsure, but appears to be something with the leg.
We're getting towards the second half of the competitors. And it's going to be interesting to see how many of them can stand up to the course. And as I say that, Bromel is making his way off the course under his own steam. And so that gives us at least some comfort in thinking that the injury was nothing serious.
Nick Patel, and he's up.
All right, here up we have Nick from the United States, another seasoned competitor. Been training for some time now. He is actually the guy to go to if you have any sort of muscle soreness or aches. He is quite amazing at therapy.
Display of balance by Nick. Some Lawrence down jumping bars. He wastes no time. Oh my. It's the fastest we've seen probably so far. Safe landing. Now these guys are racing against the clock. They know some person made it to Mount Hilaby, so they want to
All right, Nick making quick work at the first half of the course. Clearly got his eye on the top time from Adam Rail at 2 minutes and 3 seconds. Moving very efficiently through Drones River 2.0. But slowing down as he should when he gets to the drop here. Eyeing it up. Focus in his eyes. And he catches it. Brilliantly done. Nice. He must be feeling relieved after that. It is definitely one of the cruxes of this course. Oh, choosing to go with the salmon ladder tech brilliantly up. He's now locked in, making that lache very easy. Nice, well executed on the balance log there. slow and steady. Now on to the teeter-totter. Definitely need to stay focused. I will say if he makes it to the pegboard, he is extremely strong with the one-arm lock-off, so I'm excited to see some very big, powerful movements here, hopefully trying to make up some time.
He has a great sense of balance.
Nice, brilliant skips there, similar to Adam's technique. Look at that lock-off power. Well done, opting to skip directly to the black hold, quickly through it. Now this is definitely putting on a clinic. He is feeling very much at home on this obstacle. Easy on the dismount. Now on to the last pull. Eyeing up the jump.
Excellent display of balance by Nick. So Lawrence down jumping bars. He wastes no time. Oh my. It's the fastest we've seen probably so far. Safe landing.
Now these guys are racing against the clock. You know some person need it.
An impressive run by Nick Mattel. It's about time we saw someone get up there.
Nick, tell me how you feel about that run.
Pretty good. Messing up on the wall, that cost me seconds. And that could be the win, honestly, here. They're fast. You know, we got guys from all over the country, all over the world, and they're all strong. So you got to be best you can be. And I feel like it was a good run. Let's see how it lands.
Rustam Castle from Germany. Whoa! This is no time. These guys know, as I said, they're racing against the clock.
Racing against the clock, they say, is very, very true. And so far, only 3 have made it through the course. We're now moving on to Rustam Castle. Rustam Castle, who hails from Germany, has been into the competition for some 3 years. He's a ninja warrior out of Germany, as mentioned. He's competed in the obstacle skills and one other, which is a German name that I'm not familiar with, but it qualifies him as a seasoned campaigner in the competition. First time in Barbados, he also lists as among his many loves in sport, boxing. And well, he's going toe-to-toe with a competition that he's unfamiliar with in terms of the region that's being competed in Barbados. But he should feel at home because it's relatively cool at this time. And I'm certain that these are conditions that he's savoring as he moves now towards the Jules River 2.0.
All right, making his way through the first half of this obstacle, looking confident. There you go, finding his rhythm. Well done, eyeing up that drop.
Come on, guys, it's this point. Come on, guys.
Here it is, the crowd getting behind it. They know how hard this is. And oh, he thought he had it there for a second. I'm sure he did too. Yet another exit on the Jones River 2.0. We're taking suggestions. We haven't had the next course figured out quite yet. We're still focused on this one here as the next competitor starts onto the steps, quickly through and dismounting onto the box.
Leighton Watts is the name of that competitor, hails from Barbados, has been involved in ninja throwdowns for 5 months, but he's just thrown himself out of the competition.
Leighton, oh, that must have been quite anticlimactic for you.
Yeah, I was hoping to get a lot further.
On the starter's grid, Shervin Sandiford. He's from Barbados, a newcomer to the sport as well, and the first time at the Barbados Ninja Throwdown. Sean with his hands in the air, and the buzzer is gone.
Well, this may be his first competition, but he is not showing it. Took that balance like a seasoned veteran and quickly onto the bars. Like I said, I'm feeling good about this competitor. I feel like he has the grit to be our first clear from Barbados.
He just darts through the Garrison spider wall. And the real test of his endurance and agility will come in attempting to cross Joe's River 2.0.
And make that transition look effortless, barely even stopping. I'm definitely liking this competitor to go all the way.
I'm impressed. I'm really impressed.
Oh, we see a white flag on the course though. Perhaps he might have jumped back after the pipe slide or dismount. It is too early, but
I think he was somewhat panicked after having seen the two white flags go up. You know, he reacted and dismounted a bit prematurely in going before the titter-tot.
Yeah, you were flying through the course. What was going through your head?
Honestly, I really want to get this done, and I got to show it, so I'm happy with that. And next year, for sure, I'll be here again.
All three of the competitors from Germany, males. Jam is listed at 160 pounds.
I've actually competed in Vietnam myself. They are actually, as of right now, filming their, I want to say, 4th season in Vietnam, moving along, and obviously, early exit for Jam on the first obstacle. You hate to see that.
So that is what it is. So I make a long step, so I slip with my ankle, so, and that is next time.
Maria's competed in the American Ninja Warrior. She's also been in the National Ninja and in the World's Champion as well, Canada and London. So she's an experienced campaigner. And she's raising her hand, she's pointing to the crowd, she's looking for the energy, the support from the audience here. It's been a sold-out audience at Featherbed Lane. As Malaya gets ready, and she's off and running.
Making quick work of the first one. And you gotta say, you're right about the sold-out audience here. I keep thinking it can't get any larger, and yet still more people fill in these seats. It is an incredible sight here. And as an athlete, I'm sure they are loving every moment. This music, the vibe, the audience here. Definitely an amazing time for all right now.
The organizers of this competition went all out to double the seating capacity. And there's no guarantee that everyone will come, but they have been rewarded for their efforts. Indeed, not only is the course a beautiful course, but the entire setting with the tents, the lighting, the umbrellas, the feather banners, everything are making for a wonderful spectacle in what is a unique sport in Barbados. Rather novel type of event when it's compared with traditional sports like cricket and football, basketball, volleyball. But this, which is a test of agility, speed, endurance, balance, and testing on the nerves as well, is something that I'm certain will grow. It's the 4th presentation in Barbados, but it is only going from strength to strength. And I can anticipate, particularly with such a strong participation in the junior category, that once they graduate, they'll be adding.
And there you see it. She caught the nunchuck, something Tiana could not do earlier. And with the completion of this obstacle, yes, I believe that puts her in the top position for females right now, and she knows it. She is loving every moment of this.
And she just saluted the audience, which means that she's brimming with confidence.
Looking to opt to go for the salmon ladder tech. Yes, lock that bar in. This Lachey should now be easy dismount. Another one on her belt. The crowd clearly loving this behind every movement of this female competitor. Furthest we've seen so far.
Diminutive in stature, she's a dynamo. Built. She says that one of the sports that she takes part in is soccer. And we know in the United States, soccer among females is a hugely popular sport.
Definitely using that balance and foot dexterity there on the balance obstacles. Let's just see how far she can go. Ooh, little stumble in. Nice!
What a recovery!
Beautiful stage jump into the pegs. That is great awareness. And little struggle getting the peg out there, but there it is. Looking strong though. The crowd absolutely loving this. Definitely fighting her way up this pegboard. Once she gets past the slant, it should ease up as she won't have to engage her biceps nearly as much.
Pulling herself up, just pulling herself up with every move of the pegs into the board. She's going to have to make that 45-degree turn.
There you go, you see it. As the pegboard starts to flatten out, she's able to transition to a monkey technique, meaning her arms are straight, using a lot less energy.
This lady is amazing. Oh man.
So here we go, she's looking to match to go onto the yellow cliff. Hold on. Come on, make it through. Match, match, you have it. Second guessing herself there, perhaps wanting to go for the black one, but no.
And for the second time, a female had advanced to the pegboard. And though she is failed, she must feel herself a winner because the love and appreciation shown her is just tremendous.
What an impressive run. Malia, tell me all about that.
I just came out here, had some fun with some great, amazing people over there, and just gave my all.
Here's a competitor with a difference. He lists as his home country, not one, but two home countries, Canada and Nigeria.
Yet another rookie on this course, having only trained for a month.
Famulad Andi Taiwo. A lot of name and a man representing many.
Clearly did not feel comfortable on that obstacle, as we've seen. In fact, we've seen it in all the age groups, clears and fails on that obstacle. Challenge regardless of age.
Regardless of age.
It was hard. It was hard. It was hard.
I guess the balance was a little more difficult than you bargained.
Yeah, definitely. It's not as easy as it looks.
Nelson hails from the Bay Area, where he traditionally trains with the Apex Movement crew. I've trained with them myself while I lived out in California. An amazing group of athletes there, with the likes of Brian Kretsch and Sean Bryan, both seasoned veterans, and Nelson is a good addition to that crew. Actually works for Apple in the States, so if you're looking to get a new iPhone, hit him up. Maybe he has those connections.
Silicon Valley type of guy, huh?
Yep, working those long hours, but still finds time to train, as we're seeing here. Absolutely looking very comfortable on this course.
Clearly, it's not the type of event that requires you to do weight training in much the way that one would do for CrossFit. So what are the exercises that one does in preparation for a ninja throwdown?
So it's a lot of calisthenics, and that's why you see a lot of the competitors be lighter, because it's all about working out with our own body weight. Doing pull-ups, push-ups, handstands, all that creates a body capable of movement. And especially, I'm a favorite of rock climbing. It's what I've been doing for several years now, and not only does it give you the upper body, but all the various grip strengths you could possibly need, gripping onto all sorts of holds.
These days, nutrition is critical to one's performance and optimum performance. What type of diet would you suggest that an individual pursue if they're preparing for something like the Ninja Throwdown?
Well, definitely staying clear of anything that's going to gain you weight, like cakes or teas. Definitely feeling healthy eating. I myself am vegan. I know it's not for everyone, but I've been it for most of my life, and I find it helps me keep lean and still gives me the energy I need to perform. Many others, though, prefer meat-based diets. Just as long as you keep it healthy and lean, it all works.
How many hours do you dedicate to training, Brian, on a daily basis?
Currently, not as much as I should be. When I'm actually prepping for a competition, I do 2 sessions. Nice job, Nelson, with that catch. He's clearly training more than me. But coming up to a comp, it's not unlike you training once in the morning for 2 hours and again in the afternoon for 2 or 3. It is a dedication to compete on the world stage like this.
It seems pretty obvious that one of the rewards of competing in the Ninja Throwdown is the opportunity to travel to exotic locations. But in terms of monies now, is there a professional league, a semi-professional league? How does one make money if you want to do it at the competitive level?
Yeah, so there are dedicated athletes, Adam being one of them, who makes a living off of being a ninja. There are a lot of competitions like this one around the world which have payouts. The National Ninja League being one where you can win up to $5,000. The show in America can win up to 100 grand or even $1 million if you complete the course. And besides that, always opportunities for appearances, workshops, and other ways to supplement your lifestyle that involve ninja training.
Not quite the ending that we were looking for.
No, you know what? All I wanted was those nunchucks, so I got what I wanted.
So you got past the water, the first part of it. You know, what was your preparation like coming into the competition?
You know what? I should have prepped. I really didn't do much, to be honest. I just relaxed, came to Barbados, have a little vacation time, you know?
It's indescribable, the level of the intensity in this disputed division of the Barbados Ninja Throwdown 2019. And the crowds, they've been superb. If you want more reaction, you've got to join us. Next week, I'll see you then.